Well, I wonder if that's something that happened. I don't know. So just kind of annoying that it takes 15 to 20 minutes with an i7 processor and 12 gig of RAM and 11 terabytes of hard drive with Western Digital black drives for this to come up. It's ridiculous. And I've turned off a lot of those services, so it's not supposed to index, it's not supposed to prefetch or fetch or qualify or any of that stuff that takes 20 minutes for it to do when it's starting up. But it did it. So I'm back. We'll see if Planet Coaster will cooperate. If not, I may have to do something else. So there's my screen again. Well, yeah, just show the whole screen for time being here. Are we going to go into Planet Coaster or not today? Thank you. Once again, beating the heck out of my hard drive. Very annoying. And it's a combination right now of Windows 10, NVIDIA, and possibly Planet Coaster here. I can't help but wonder if it isn't, a hard drive. I mean, not a hard drive. If it isn't, well, I think there's. Sometimes I think it's a hard drive issue where it just tries to really over push the hard drive while it's trying to do something else. Like we just did a Steam update for some reason. There was a Steam update. I know it just, but I was just playing yesterday. I didn't have a single problem. It's only when I'm streaming, so I sometimes think that OBS is interfering when it comes to trying to grab control of the video adapter. And at one point, I was getting video failures, but that was with the beta version. The few times that it's actually dumped on me, which now 2 times tonight, so that makes a total of 3, I think, since they came out with the full version, that it has crashed on me. And they did an update to this just the other day, but I've been in it since the update. Itchy, got an itchy nose. All right, so I'm going to give this a minute here instead of jumping right in, because maybe it wants to do some stuff first. So let's see, everything's looking pretty good. Of course, the hard drive is still kind of banging, but I think partly that's because this is doing some active stuff here. So, but it's not, at least it's not just on. So let's give it a shot again. Let's see if it's going to let us, let's see if rebooting the system kind of cleared whatever issue might have been causing it to crash while I'm streaming. I think there really is some sort of a conflict, though, that occurs between OBS and Planet Coaster. Because I never have the problem with Planet Coaster crashing when I'm not running OBS, when I'm not streaming. And I believe, let's see what do I have here. I have 16.5. I think that's the latest update on OBS. So we should be good. And I mean, I don't, the last, when it crashed those 2 times too, I didn't touch anything. So I just let it try to start up and not do anything, and it crashed. So it might just be an issue with the streaming software. That's annoying. I don't know of anybody else that's having crashing issues, though. I mean, not that I'm really watching a lot of people out there playing Planet Coaster. Okay, so once again we get to view that the ride has crashed, it's broken down, and this is where it dumped last time. Okay, we might be good here, so let's give her a shot. Let's go and take a look at the park a little bit. There we go. Okay. All right, we might be okay. So I just added the wheel here inside the confines of this ride. So I'm trying to fill in some of the space in here and give people kind of a preview, of what's going on. So I've got this coaster is my little baby right here, one of the ones that I created, and it's pretty slick too. And so I think just as an introduction, let's go ahead and take a ride. Let's see if we can take a ride without it crashing on us. There we go. Okay. Oh, is it testing? It shouldn't be testing. It should be open. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh, man, it crashed again. What in the world is going on here? I just hit the submit button. I forgot to even put it. I was thinking I have to click the submit button to actually submit something, but before I can write something in, but I forgot. So now it's just submitting nothing. Well, that's about what they get, right? Nothing. Well, that is just really annoying. And, of course, the hard drive is just on right now. I'm going to give this another try here after the submission. We'll try it one more time. And if it crashes on me again, we'll just have to move to something else. I'm sorry. So, I don't know what to tell you with that. I haven't had any problem at all with this over the past week or so until today. And that's 3 times, till just now. 3 times in, well, considering the reboot and everything, 30 minutes. So, All right, so it thinks it's done. Let's start it up again. Give the hard drive just a moment to try and settle down. It really is kind of ridiculous. It's just black, 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 black. The hard drive's just going. Does not want to stop today. All right, let's try this. We're going to try to start it up again. See what happens. Yeah, that's terribly annoying to be able to have to do that. I kind of wonder what would happen if because I started up OBS first, and I believe that's the way I've always done it, is start up OBS first and then start up the game. I wonder if maybe I change that around a little bit and start the game up first and then start up OBS. Of course, it looks like my screen size is a little bit different here. Yeah, and while this thing's coming up, the hard drive is the light is just on. It's on. And here we go again. Okay, well, I don't think there's anything to be had by waiting right now, because I think all the little hard drive flashes have to do with the animation there. And I even got my GPU really overclocked right now too, to try and manage it, so I'm not having any video errors that are showing up in my system events logs or anything like that. So it's not video. It's there's some other conflict here that's going on, which may have something in conflict with both OBS, I guess, and Planet Coaster not working very well together, or both trying to grab the screen, or I'm not sure what. So what I could probably do is try and change the settings on it Because I don't remember. I think I don't know if it's in right now. I don't know if it's full screen mode or if it's in window mode or what. Because that got changed at one point. I think it's interesting that the oh, and there it went. Bam, just like that. Well, it looks like it's not going to be very friendly tonight. So I wonder if they did an update and messed me up. So let's see. Pop out here. I'm going to pop out here real quick and take a look, and it tells me it's running right now. Where's update history, properties, updates, Planet Coaster update history. It's not going to really tell me much about that. I thought it might tell me when this update came out. First patch update 101, This was November 25th. Yeah, see? So, yes, okay, so apparently there's been an update since yesterday, which was the last time I played this. I think I was playing it some yesterday, yeah. And I thought I was playing it after the update came out. Very, very annoying. I'm going to give it, let's see if we can try this one more time only. I'm going to try to change some settings on the boot, on the startup. And try it again. Well, I have put a few things out on Steam, in the Steam Workshop there. So, and I've got a couple of other things that I've created. So I'll be pushing those out to the Steam Workshop. So you should be able to look me up by my name, Flail Doctor. And as soon as I can figure out how I'm going to put that, what the link is that I might put up for that, I can put that up here on my Twitch channel and identify my Steam reference there. Well, we're getting a lot of fun out of the intro anyway, right? Oh boy, okay, let's see. So let's go into options here real quick. Let's go to graphics, and yeah, see, I'm doing borderless, which is what we've been doing all along. Oh, wait a minute, something happened. It changed me back. What else did it change then? Because I had this set up to So apparently something has changed. I really don't want windowed. Let me go with full screen here. I think it reset everything that I have. But I really don't think that the effect settings are a problem there. Well, it didn't reset my sensitivity. It set my video, though. Reset my video. And didn't reset my audio, so why just the video? Very strange. Okay. All right. Okay, so I've got that on full screen right now, so it looks like it's coming up okay. Let's see, there was something else. Oh, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, because now I've got it on. Okay, let's change this. And let's go to the game here. There we go. Okay, so we got the game captured. So I changed my my scene collection here to a different one as well. So let's see what's going on with this now. And wait and wait and wait just to see it crash again. Whenever the music pops like that, it always kind of scares me a little bit. It's like, it's gonna crash. Don't crash. Well, if this crashes again, then I think what I'm just going to do is move over to something else. So, if there's anybody out there, oh, thank you, Talking Tohi, for the auto host. Appreciate that. All right, and then we get the notice. We get a notice. Thank you. And then the notice goes away and we crash. But let's don't crash this time. And the notice goes away. And here goes the notice. And we haven't crashed yet. So this could be good. All right, so the hard drive, though, is beating itself to death. Let's see. Give it a chance to get over this. Let me just go ahead and pause it for a minute. Maybe that'll give it a chance to catch up with whatever's going on. And maybe we can kind of look at some of the stuff that's going on here. Okay, so what I had started to say when I started the first stream was that here we have added this thing in. And like I say, I'm trying to fill some of the space of this enormous coaster that I created, which really looks like a lot of fun. And one of the things I did on the exit ramp for this one is I gave it two possibilities for exit, over to this side and that side. And part of that is because there's a lot of rides over there yet, but not much over here. And this is the only entrance way to get to this. The only way to get to this ride is come back through the center and through here. And that's probably a bad decision, but it's been made, so, you know, too bad. And I was starting to put some scenery in here, so we're trying to work that out a little bit. So I got me a little, this is a prefab, somebody created this. This is my castle over here that I've created. I need to update, I don't think I've updated it yet on the Steam Workshop. But we can kind of see what I did here is I built the castle, more or less, and decorated it a little bit, and then put some shops in here with the mall. So this is kind of like, this is the entrance to the park. And so then we have some exits, 3 exits going in 3 different directions here. And we put a bathroom here. I've got a couple of shops and an information booth right by the entrance here, information booth. So we got some gifts. So hopefully, you know, we're going to catch everybody on the way out. I need to put in probably an ATM in here somewhere so that, you know, anybody leaving can stop in and buy something using the ATM to get some extra money. And that's kind of what I've been doing, is putting some other stuff out here, ATMs some other buildings. So I had something over here. You can tell by the way this walkway is separated here, and I pulled it out. And one of the things I had originally wanted to do was to build some of the services into the corners of these columns here, but they don't seem to fit very well, or I was having a problem with it, so I'm not doing that right now. And then I've got a little bit of decoration I've been doing here. So here we've got, looks like got a little bit of a boat wreck. We got a pirate, and he's got his treasure chest, and then we've got a huge tentacle there, which is coming out and threatening everybody. And I put a lot of mist panels down here in order to create that thing. So let's see if I can start it up and it won't crash. So that's looking pretty good. All right. And then I'm just going to pause it, try and prevent some issues. This little ride right here, I call it the Mad Mouse. I've actually been on a ride many years ago that was named something like that, Crazy Mouse or Mad Mouse. And it goes back and forth. And little cars in here have seats facing backwards and forwards. And it'll do a little bit of spin around here and there. And this was created by one of my other followers there and put out on Steam Workshop. So I went ahead and pilfered it and put it over here. Although I think I probably could have dropped it closer to the ground. No, I think there's an issue with that right here. Okay. So I think that's as close to the ground as I could get it. And of course we got a little sleeping dragon over here coming out the entrance, so he's not bothering anybody. And I'll be trying to add some more stuff in there. And then this ride, which is just one of the standard rides that come with the game. And so I got people going in that and got a couple of entertainers here. And then if we spin around this way, I also wound up putting this guy in here to fill a space. And, to get more people interested. And then over here we've got the ride that another one of my followers helped me out with. This was Captain XXXX while we were having a session there. He kind of walked me through what he thought was kind of interesting there, and I went ahead and worked it out. He was having problems. He couldn't see his stuff because it was, I think, a video card problem he's having. So mostly what he got was like, black spaces. And then I started adding some features in here. So one of the things I did was I put in the ivy over here. We've got a couple of jousters here that are out of sync now, it seems. So they're supposed to be jousting. I don't know exactly how they get back in sync. And then we got another dragon up here who's kind of looking at everybody and seeing what's going on. And I put in the wall here. So we got kind of a castle wall with the dragon looking over the castle wall. And then both the entrance and the exit here are kind of intertwining. And part of that is to, give the feel of people exiting the ride can pass on their exuberance to people coming onto the ride. So that's what that's all about. And then I wound up putting a couple features in here. Typically I try to hide, where the stanchions come down, if I can find some way to hide that. In this case I used the bathroom to do that. These are some of the things that I remember seeing at some of the theme parks out there, where they try to hide the mechanics of it to maintain the fantasy where they can. And so there'll be a lot more. So we need to put some more decoration in here to try and camouflage the fact that this is a ride or something. And there's other things like, your entrance to your rides are closer to the front gate, and your exits are closer to the inside, further deep into the into your park, so that you can guide them to more rides deeper in the park and have them spend more money. That's what that's all about. So far over here I've only got a bathroom. I don't have any other buildings here for food or whatever. So they're not doing much of anything. And then this dragon over here, what I did was I put the dragon up there, and what I want him to do, and let's just go ahead and watch him for a minute. Now, I guess the ride is closed, but he threatens the people coming in. So people are walking out the entrance right now. Oh yeah, we can see the smoke coming up there because the ride is down. So I'm gonna get R. And so what I had to do in order to make this work was I put some stones in here and kind of gang those up a little bit. And then actually I grabbed the land in a rather small area because, you know, the platform he sits on. And I brought the land up to him, and then I used the flatten to surface, and I flattened it like, you know, right under his feet. And then I used the paint in order to paint it so it looks like rock. So now it looks like he's standing on rock, and then with the additional rocks around there, you know, it really looks like it is a rock. And of course, back behind the scenes, here we see a lot of the structure here. Even to the point where the wall went in, it kind of covers part of the, cuts off part of the walkway there, which is the exit. But that's okay. And what I'll do is we can put a little decoration here. So since it seems to be stabilized right now, let's see if we can't go ahead and put a little bit of scenery in here. Or actually, I want some building effects. So try not to thumb through this too quickly so it doesn't explode on me. And I want decorations. All right. And let's see, I really don't want flags. Well, shields have kind of been the thing for me. We have a large shield and a small shield. So we could put a large shield here. So like that, all right. And then we can come out and get some lights. And so I'll put some torch on either side of this. Because I really, I like to try to plan for the evening. So I want it to really light up really nice. that dragon needs to work on his manners there. He's just too much. All right, and we'll put, let's see, I gotta reference the other ones there because if it's not one thing, it's another. So I gotta go about 1, 2, so 2 down from there, so right about, let's say, there. Okay. We got another torch there, and I'll put one over here as well. And we may just go ahead and put it right down here. Or here. I guess right there might be well. But let's see, I don't want it to be sticking out or anything, so yeah. So we can do that right over the window, I think. Okay? Alright, so that's probably enough of those for right now. Make sure it's actually up against the wall. That's good. And just because we've been having some problems here, that was the building. Let's go ahead and save the park here. Save the park. Since we're making a few changes. Alright. And resume. Alright, so let's see. We need decoration here. We need a decoration over at the other end of the park. Let me just pop over to the other end of the park, though. I want to show you something else that I just created, which I thought was pretty good here. And this is what I'm going to have to be doing here because I'm not real happy with some of the defaults that some people put up here. I mean, they're okay, you know, and they're really in their own special way. But it's like some of the facilities that are out there, they don't really represent, you know, actual facilities, I think, in some ways. And so here we have, this is a dual gulpy stand right here. So we have both the energy drink and the, what's the other one, the slushy. So they're both open here. So ye old gulpy, and we got this here, we got the lanterns around it, and got some lights there, and got the tower, and then up here we got the flag, and there's the air conditioning units, one for each one of them, and there's the light that I'm using for that. Good, Unchained 2 has been fixed. And we've got, there's the lamp, and then we've got a door for each of them, along with a service walkway in order to get to it. So that I thought was kind of a neat thing. Now this fixture right here I created from scratch, and I'll have that. I don't have it out on the what is it on Steam yet. So okay, Steam, I guess Workshop or whatever it is. Now one of the things that we could use here is we could use some trash cans. We could use some of this. Oh, one other thing is I put an ATM here, and I didn't want it to be anything really big. I just wanted it to be an ATM, and so it looks like it could use a little bit of editing. Oh no, that's right. The one piece on the back sticks out a little bit. You can see right here, and if we go over to the other side, it'll stick out over here too, just a little bit, so like that. And this is not quite one building because the back piece there would not join the building. So it's actually the ATM in this archway. We got the lanterns on it there. Hopefully somebody will come in and start using that. And maybe we could use, oh, and we got a lot of people that want to sit down. So I'm going to put some more benches out here. Let's see, so we go to scenery, go into path extras, grab the benches, and we can put another bench out here. Looks like people were really interested in sitting down. And we can put some trash cans out here too. But I want them to be close to wherever they're buying stuff, right? Okay, so we'll put a trash can right there, I think is a good place for that. And we can put another one over here. Because trash is one of the biggest problems that we have here. And certainly need to have a trash can by the ride. Can I fit it on the other side there? I can fit it right there, can't I? Right by the ATM. Which is a good place to get all their receipts. Okay. And I put a couple trees in here, but we can certainly use some more trees. So let's put another tree right behind the ATM there. So, let's see. I think this is the kind of tree we were using before, so we can put this one in here. Spin that around just a little bit like that. That's good. Okay. And now we need to figure out what we're going to do as far as some kind of decoration here. But let me do this first. Let me go ahead and save again because I think that one ride was in testing when we looked at it before we had a failure the last time. So let me save it just in case it crashes again. Take a look at our notifications. We're doing good. Take a look at our park management. Okay, and the staff. And they're happy. They're happy. They're happy. He's not so happy. Why is he not so happy? Let's give him a raise. So, how about this? Let's make yours $310 a month, okay? Maybe that'll make you a little happier. Okay, and I haven't done anything with work rosters yet, so still dealing with some of that stuff. Okay, and not a whole lot else. Let's see what the guests are saying. What's this? There's a lot of them that are thirsty. Well, they shouldn't be so thirsty anymore, but there are some places where I could use some more stuff, especially where it's really busy. Now, this is where we had a problem before, so I'm going to grab the ride and see it's testing. And so I don't want it to test, I want it to open. And this is where it crashed last time. So good, it's open now. Okay. And we can take a ride just as soon as people show up there. Oh, there we go, we got Emily down there, and she's making everybody happy. Here we have this tower right here, this big one, is one that somebody else created for the most part, but then I came back in and I adorned it, mostly by putting lights on it so that it would shine up. And so the purple light, all these little lights here to kind of make it light up. I'm probably going to do away with it later on and replace it with something else. So something that I built. So if you're just popping in, I had little problems getting started tonight on this. I finished doing some Farming Simulator a little earlier. Let's see if we can follow along with this guy here as we're going on to the ride, and so we can see the park from this person's point of view. So you can see there's a lot of scenery that does not exist that I'm going to have to put in here. And mostly it's just kind of deciding what, and part of it has to do with buildings. So, you know, putting in various types of buildings here, and I want to keep it in this kind of fantasy castle motif. Or, you know, like the fantasy buildings are out there. So I have downloaded or subscribed to, you know, a number of the Steam workshops out there that have a similar motif. And so that's what a lot of this is, like the one on the right that we just passed, the big one up there, the one in front of us over there right now. All these were created by somebody else. So what I'm trying to do right now is get into creating something on mine. Oh, it looks like somebody's already on the ride. Oh, we missed that one. Okay, well, we'll get on this one here and take the ride from this person's point of view. Oh, yeah, run up there. We want to... Oh, we're going to be in the front. Yeah. Now we're talking. All right. Huh, I can't figure out where this extra light's coming from, though. It's probably the color of my shirt, though. It's blue, so it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, that's like right in my eyes. I don't need that. Okay. So, it probably blends in too much with the backdrop here. That could be it. All right, are we ready to go? Let's take a ride. Come on, man. I want to go. So this is, I call this Sky Pilot, but the concept behind it is to give the impression of actually being a jet pilot. And I really kind of like, one of the reasons why I chose this coaster too is because it has this kind of wing plane shape here. So I may have to adjust some time on this. It shouldn't take this long. You can see them going there at the far end. They're going around. Okay. And here we go. So, now one of the things I thought about doing was maybe, you know, raising some of the land around here and stuff. But I think that would kind of detract from this. If I did it around this ride, it might detract a little bit from this ride. But I might actually do something like, you know, not necessarily under the ride, but in some of the open spaces there too, you know, and give it some sort of texture. I don't normally think of stuff like that because, you know, it's just, I just work with what I got and I don't always think outside the box. So here we go. We are up here, buddy. And the first thing is we're heading down. That sounds a little loud to me. I forgot that I had to turn the volume up for a different game. But it sounds like they're pretty happy. I'm kind of enjoying it myself, and I'm just watching. All right, so happy day. Okay, so let's get out of this guy's head. And let's see. So he's really happy right now, but he needs some energy and he's thirsty. So, hence the drinking station over here. Yes. So, all right, so the question now is, what else do we want to fix up? What else do I want to put over here? And I have such a hard time with this stuff, honestly. So let's go out and I guess hit some scenery. Let me do an animatronic somewhere in here. So let's see, where's props, right? And then animatronics. And let's see, bandit, archer shooting. A knight guarding. Let's see, I don't think, here we go. We got a knight marching, so we can put a marching knight down here somewhere. So, and this particular park is at 90 degrees, and so you can see, I mean, yeah. So this is the normal setting for this, which isn't all that great. Let me go ahead and plunk him down, and we'll move him about a little bit. So, try to match him up to the walkway here. No, he's looking pretty. He's looking pretty important there, isn't he? So we want just a little bit more down there. So yeah, like that. So it looks like he's walking on it. This thing is so touchy. All right, there we go. And try and make sure his path is relatively parallel to the walkway. Looks pretty good to me. Alrighty. And there's another guy. I don't really want him there. We could though, huh? No, I want that. Yep, okay. Well, let's go ahead and put two of them there, so that's all right. Put him a little closer there, and we'll put something in between them. So, okay, we're done with that. We could use some lights over here, especially in night. How about some torch lights? Yeah, like this, okay? Put in a, hey. Oh, okay. A little too close to where he's marching, huh? Alright, there's one there. Why is that going sideways like that? Oh, because he thinks, huh, isn't that interesting? So, it thinks it wants to put it, thinks I wants to put it right where he is, so. But I don't, and I don't want to put it on the rail. So we'll put one there. Yeah, like I say, I'm not the quickest in the shop here. Oh, see, now this is something that I'm talking about. You know, I want to be able to hide that or camouflage it one way or another. So how can we camouflage that? Well, one way to camouflage that is to try and put a tower up in there. So we could try and put a fake tower in there. Let's see. We may not be able to get it too close or too high because of the ride. So, but let's go out and take a look at some custom walls, buildings, parts, components. And we want walls, I think. And let's go with, since I'm doing all castle pieces, let's do like this round, slim tower. Let's see. And see, I can begin to hide it with this, although it's hard to tell because every time I move my mouse, it wants to move with me. But yeah, we could try to hide that mostly with something like this. Or we could maybe put some kind of arches or something over that. So I might actually be able to build something that's kind of an archway over that. What do you think? Okay. So what about this? Let's take a look at this. Castle rounded arch tunnel. Now, let's see. Not so sure that that would cover that, as it would block it from view. What else can we put into that that might kind of cover that a little bit? Now that's wooden. We want wooden. We could do, maybe we could do something like this. What we got here? Nope, not exactly what I'm looking for. Arches. What is this? Sandstone, don't want sandstone. Castle rounded half arch. Just the problem with this particular map is because the way the map is set up, you don't get an exact 90 degree on this. So that's pretty big arch there. I don't think I want to do that. So let's go back to columns. And so now this is the slim round column again. So maybe we'll do this. Wonder why that keeps trying to put it down in the ground right there. Trying to think if there's any way that we could actually do something else with that. And I'm just not seeing it. Unless we put some kind of a wall here, and I don't think the wall's going to be too wide. That was one thing I was hoping that, you know, that I had wish. Actually, that's not too bad. Okay, so we could actually do some wall here to kind of cover that. Why are we going down all the time on that? Going all the way down there like that. I think it's trying to become part of the ride at that point. I think that's trying to be part of the ride. I'm not sure. But okay, let's do this. We'll put one there. We'll put one there. And put that around, and we'll put one there. And we'll put one right here, okay? So we'll get our basic shape then for that. And then we can take the whole thing. Let's say we're done with that right now, so we can position it. And the first thing I want to do is I want to spin it to make it kind of parallel there. How we doing? Okay. And then we're going to move it this way, like that. There we go. And then we're going to move it this way as far as we can, so we can try to cover up as much of the post as possible. Okay, alrighty. So that really does tend to kind of hide that a little bit, which is nice. Not exactly complete yet, but kind of nice. So let's see, what else can we put on this? Same to you, buddy. Let's do, are we doing scenery? No, still want to do building stuff, right? Okay, so building stuff. Let's get, how big is this? That's way too big. All right, so don't we have roof panels here? Doors, windows, wall pieces, roofuses. Okay, castle flat roof. And let's, yeah. We want to add it to the building, but not like that. So let's choose the building first. Let's edit the building. And now we can choose this and put it on top there. Oh, that's interesting. It has that, That's nice. Okay. Keeps trying to disappear and everything, but that's nice. I don't think I put too many on that, but we'll find out soon enough, I'm sure, at some point. Okay. Now, if only I had half walls, though, you know, that would be so nice. If they were half the width, would be really special. But I don't think they do. So, what is this? Nope. We want maybe something like this. Okay, but see, it doesn't want to put it on, so it's red because it won't let me put it up there. It says it's too tall, it's in the way of something. Or it's getting in the way of something. Was it getting in the way of... I don't know. It doesn't look to me like it's getting in the way of anything. It doesn't like putting this anywhere. Okay, up there maybe. Yep, obstructed where? Let's try and move this building over. Nope. You gotta choose done first. Now we want to move the building. We want to move it this way. If we move it this way a little bit, if we can put something on there. It doesn't like that. I think the only thing for me to do really is to take the whole thing and put it someplace else and then come over and try to fit it in here and see if that works. So let's go ahead and cancel that. Let's done with the building. Let's move the building someplace we can work on it. Let's say out here. Okay, now let me take and we will work on the building. There we go, and put the roof on it. Okay, so it's fine with that. Once we do that, now we got to do is take and move the building back in there. So move the building, and let's see if we can get it in here somewhere. It looked like it was going to go in there somewhere. There. It would go in there. Okay. So that works. That's okay. Not really, because we're not hiding this, which was really the purpose. You suck, man. Okay, let's try and move that over. Let's see if it will move over any. That becomes too far. At some point that becomes too far. Okay. Alright, so that means we got to put something on the face of it here that doesn't go up nearly as high. So what can we put there? He says. Okay. Well, that's about as high as it gets. So we could do a 2 meter. Let's go ahead and choose the building first. Nope. Choose the building, please. Thank you. And we're going to edit the building. And we're going to take a 2 meter wall. Wall. Let's take a 2 meter wall here. Where are you at? 1 meter, 2 meter. Okay. And turn it this way. And let's see. Okay, so we almost get there. So it's either got to go there, or it's got to go there. Well, let's try that. I think, and don't they have a piece that's like a 2 meter that angles up to, if they have a 2 meter that angles up? Doesn't look like it. They're really kind of limited here on this, aren't they? It seems like a lot of the others had angle. Let's see. Castle curved column. Nope. 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 Somebody's having some fun down there, huh? Something like this. Castle wall, 1 million. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's what I want. So we'll put a 2 meter over here then. There. We'll put another one here. Okay, and then we'll take and put the 2 meter gable end, which is not really, oh no, not a gable end. The wall, there we go. Which will go right there. And we'll put the other one there. Okay. Now, we can't really see all that well. Let's go ahead and turn it to day so we can see what's going on here. Okay. And let's put, we can put some decorations around this, make this a funny little house. Let's see, we ought to be able to put some roofing on this. Shingles. Roofuses. There we go. There's a roof of some sort. Corrugated iron. Corrugated iron. Tunnel bridging. Castle roof flat. Don't we have something else? Metal walkway? No. Nope. Wooden flat. Let's see. Ridged tile roof slope. What does that look like? Well, that looks pretty neat. Let's do that. Really? What's the problem here? We're not editing the building right now. That's the problem. Okay. No, we are editing the building. Okay, so add the roof. What's the problem with the roof? Why won't you go down? Go down, man. Interesting. Isn't that interesting? Let's see if I can move it. No, it's not going to let me do that. Well, I think this is, back to back to what were we doing before? Is taking the building, moving it someplace else so we can work with it. Like over here. Let's see if we can put that roof on it. Why can't we put the roof on it? It ought to go right on there. So, building, roofs. Look at that, see? So over here it's fine. Oh, okay. Because haven't selected the building yet. There we go. Edit the building. Sorry about that. Keep forgetting. Nope, don't want corrugated. We want this. And so what's the problem with that? I wonder why it won't go down like that. So, okay. And it won't let me modify that particular piece. Isn't that weird? Okay, so let's split from the building. And let's move it down. Okay. And it won't add to the building. Isn't that something? I wonder why not. It should. In my mind, it should. And I don't imagine that there's any others that are going to do any better than that either. Oh, what happened? I wasn't paying attention. Did that... did I not save it or something? Okay. I did not save its position. One of the things that continues to vex me the most. Save the position. There we go. So it says, what do we got? 12 objects. Okay, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. I think that's part of it now. No, that's not part of it now. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, be 13 with that. So not quite. Well, let's get back to the building here. That's one of the things that bothers me about the building sometimes. They just, why won't that? Let's try a door here. Oh. Well, it's 2 meters. You know how big 2 meters is? Oh, it's 2 meters long. No, it's 2 meters high. You know how big 2 meters is? Do we not know how big 2 meters is? You tell me we got a 4-meter sized door? So we've got 12-foot people walking in here? This is ridiculous. If you're gonna define a size, then define the size, okay? Let's not do this. Look at that. Look at that. You're telling me that's a 4-meter wall. You're telling me that's... All right. So how else am I supposed to get this to... I thought I would put a door on the front there, but apparently not. So we'll put a door on the side is fine. You know, actually what I might do too is just go ahead and make this symmetrical. So let's add to this over here then. And maybe we can find something else to do about that roof. We'll see. But I know I can't get this much higher than this. It'll be a problem. Yeah, that looks pretty good like that. Okay. So let's see. Let me go ahead and get some more wall pieces here then. So that was 2 meter. See, it says 2 meter. It actually says 2 meter. I just want you to know. It says 2 meter. 2 meter. 2 meter or not to meet her. There we go. Okay. Because we don't really need those pieces, do we? Okay. And we were doing this, there, and there. And the 2 meter here. All right. And then we were taking this roof piece. Nope, done with the building. We're taking the roof piece. And let's see, we're going to duplicate that. Being oversensitive here. Okay, alright, that looks good. Although it's not part of the building, which is annoying. Okay, won't let me. Won't let me. Okay, add to the building, which I think is totally bogus, dude. And so we'll duplicate and move it over to here. Let's see what we got. About, say about there. Well, that went kind of far, didn't it? Nope, this way and this way. That went a little bit further than you thought it would, didn't it? Yep, align to surface. Oh, really? Okay, so look at that. It's different on the back side than it is on the front side. Well, isn't that special? Okay, so we got some little windows here. Winders. We can see the line there that lines it up pretty much. Alright. And let's see, go ahead and add this over here. Oh, maybe just a little bit more. So right in there. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right. So we'll stop with that. Let's get us a window on that. A winder. A big winder. That was a little winder. Let's get a big winder. Just do winders? Okay. Woo, look at all them windows. How's that? Well, that might be kind of nice. I really want something a lot bigger than that. You're not giving me much in the way of big windows here, are you? Oh yeah, like a picture window. Even that's small. Boy, I tell you, windows too small, doors too big. What are we doing here? This stucco window. Well, you think it's going to be larger, and it's not really any larger, is it? Oh, there we go. That'll work. That's big enough, I think. So we'll put that on there. That's fine. Now maybe we can put some kind of, I don't know, some kind of decorations or whatever. What can we put on there as decorations? Oh, okay. Well, there's window decorations. What's that? That's maybe a little bit too much for that. What do you think? How about this? That's a bit much too. That's kind of small, actually. That's a bay wall, really. What is a bay wall? I've never heard of that. Wooden poles, iron pipe. I guess we're going to build our own. longer iron pipe. Iron hangers. What is this? Iron chimney. Oh, there we go. That's pretty neat. Put that over here. Yeah, that's pretty slick. We'll put that right there. And I still wanted stone railing. Not really happy with much of any of these. There's just not a whole lot of options here, is there? And that's part of the problem. Is you got to go back. You got to make your own. You got to make your own now. Okay, what is this? Bones, arm lights. Yeah. Okay, that. Checkered cloth awning. See, that's what I had hoped to do originally, was do it on the end and put, you know, an awning on the end. Not so sure that fits there very well, though. What do you think? Maybe there's some other kind of an awning we can put on that. Oh yeah, there's another one there. Okay. Well, we're just trying to get, you know, creating buildings, which tends to be a little bit of a tediousness, I think, at sometimes. Corrugated iron, no, don't want that. Okay, maybe we could, oh, you know what we do need, though, is we do need some lights here for this. So, once again, get back to lights, and wall sconces are nice, but I think for this, we need to be a little bit more decorative. And so, but these seem to hang out so far from the wall. Look at that. We can certainly do that. And try another one over here. See about there? Okay. And I think maybe this one can come in a little bit. Okay. So that's pretty good. That's starting to look kind of nice, like a little, almost like a little village home or something. Got a second story there, which is probably going to be where everybody's sleeping. And it's too bad we can't put bushes here that become part of the building. I don't think you can do that. Let's see. Got any flags? Nothing really. Flags are kind of, not a whole lot going on with flags. Miscellaneous. Well, there's the ring I was looking at, so we can put that there. And what else do we got here? A hanging basket. I don't think there's any place we're really going to put a hanging basket, though. Marble frieze octopus wheel. Okay. Whatever you want to call it. Marble frieze skull and swords. Okay. No, I'm thinking here what we probably need to do is, let's see. I don't know, it needs some sort of boundary or something. Let's go back to, I don't know, let's see, wall sections. What do we got in wall sections? What is this? This is a castle decorative course. Or this one is a castle balcony support. That seems way too large for that, that's for sure. Castle arch support. Hmm. We can't get that in there any further. Doesn't look like it, does it? Castle window extension. Oh, that's just way too much. Brick decorative course. Oh, that might be kind of interesting there. It's interesting how it doesn't seem to line up, though. See, it puts it just about anywhere it feels like putting it. So is that even aligned? I don't even know if that's aligned. And it's hard to tell because it keeps getting in the way of what I want to look at. Okay, come on now. Hmm. We got castle wall. We got castle wall 1 meter slope. Hmm. Way too big. Again, way too big. They don't make them any smaller than that, do they? See, now why didn't they have that in stone? Oh. Why don't they have that in stone? They got it in brick. They don't have it in stone. Unless this is that's brick gable. Okay, gable in slope, but they don't have a kind of a stone roofing that way. So unless this is it right here. What is this? No, that's capstones. That's caps base section. So yeah, so they don't have it for the castle stone, but they got it for the brick. Well, that's annoying. See, because that would have been pretty close to what would have been nice right there. But I just don't understand why these don't, why these don't seem to line up. See, they just go any way they want. They don't seem to be willing to line up with the building. It's a line to surface, but that's pretty much it. Huh. Oh no, SkyPilot's broken down. Okay, so I wanted to put something along the base there, but it doesn't seem to be working very well. Let's see. Concrete decorative course 2. That's a line, right? There's only lines. Concrete decorative course 1. Okay, that's too much. Concrete column. And there is no decorative course. Where the capsule. I'm just wearing myself out looking for this too. For anything like that. Modern brick walls. Modern wood wall. Don't really want modern here, do we? Hmm. All sorts of stuff going on, but nothing really what I'm looking for. Hmm. Let's try that. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Thank you very much. It's one thing about the settings is they keep getting in the way. That's kind of interesting, I think. Let's take this then and move it. Okay. All right. Now let's say that technically we're done. Well, we're not really because the roof is not part of that, see? The one thing that we're missing. But we can do some other stuff with this too. So let's see. Now get back to buildings. And what can we do with some... Still working on wall decorations, not coming out too good with that. So how about just decorations? Get lights, miscellaneous, flags, and shop decorations. What's a shop decoration? Oh, something like that. Okay. Oh. Too small. Too big. Too much. Too big. Yep, too big. Good. Screaminator's been fixed. That's good. Pirate awning, huh? Oh, that actually doesn't look too bad there. Doesn't have to be pirate, does it? Oh, it's got a pirate flag on it. Can't you give me that without a pirate flag on it? Let's see. Let me put this up here. A pirate flag. Let's see. That's... Now, do I get to... Yes, I get to change colors on it, so... Yeah, there we go. So we can get rid of the pirate piece of that. As a matter of fact, we could probably make that just about any color we want. So let's try something like that. And again with that. Wait a minute. Those are the same. They were the same colors. What happened? Did we change? I don't understand. What's the difference in the colors? Let's do this then. No, it still looks different. It's still 741B47. 741B47. I don't understand why it's not this, why it's still got the pirate in there. When they're both the same color, it should show up. It didn't when it was all black. Maybe black's the only color that it'll do that with. Let's see. Oh no. Yeah, it looks like black may be the only thing that is common, so we can get rid of the pirate. Well, that's just dandy. And it actually looks like there's two different flavors of color here, like one's a pastel and the other's not. So we're looking at this one. It's like they don't use the same color palette. Or like there's a little extra black in there somewhere. There we go. See, now that got rid of that. They're not using the same color palette. Well, that's not right. Even though it says it's the same color, it's not the same color. There's something else going on with that. All right, well, we'll just have to make it either this. Yeah, like that. That's weird. Or we have to make it some other color, but we're just going to make it purple. We'll just leave it purple. Okay. That way. And then it doesn't look like it's all that something. And we can actually drop that down a little bit, I think. Oh yeah, and we could push it back against the wall a wee bit, couldn't we? Okay, that looks pretty good. So difficult. And we'll say that that's done. And we can also put, like, you know, some flowers and some other stuff in there too, but I think as a basic fixture, this is probably except for maybe some signage or something that we could put up there. Flags, no. Miscellaneous. Possibly, what is this? Stained glass? Way too big. And there's no way to resize this stuff either. I guess that's another little minor issue that I have. Okay, so we'll just, hey, come back here. Okay, so we'll just, I don't know what this is, what? Say there. And you don't have to be way out here now. And there. And Mad Mouse is broken down. Boy, I tell you, these rides are just not holding up very well, are they? Just doesn't want to get it in there very close, does it? Alright, so there we go. Pretty close. Whoa! You scared me. Who's that? Let's see. So how would I say that? Caden? Is that right? Caden, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hi, Caden. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. I'm so intense in trying to get this thing done here. I didn't even. That went off and scared me almost out of my seat. How are you doing? I'm just trying to put a building together here, and it's actually, and the whole purpose for this building is, it has no purpose. So, and the other piece to it, though, is that, you know, putting these roofs on, sometimes they won't become part of the building, like this little section here, and this section here. See, that's building 36, it's just one piece. Building 35 is one piece, and then everything else is this building 33 that I'm working on here. So, let's see. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to, and that's interesting that they're separate buildings like that. What happened to building 34, I might ask? I said it right. Good, good. I'm doing pretty good. You know, I did a little bit of Farming Sim 17 a little earlier, and then I promised to do some Planet Coaster here, and so my goodness, time flies when you're having fun. Most fun started out this episode here with this crashing on me twice, trying to open it up. I rebooted the system. It crashed on me again, opening it up 2 or 3 more times. I finally got it to work. I think there's some kind of conflict somewhere, and I don't know what it is, but right now I'm holding on. So I'm going to say right now that that's done, and we're going to pick everything up here in just a second and make a blueprint out of it. So, and then I'll show you a little bit of my part too while we're at it. But let's see if I can get this. Let me just save this real quick, just in case it decides to crash again. Are you playing the Planet Coaster at all, or are you just checking it out? What's going on? So, not a real impressive house, I agree. But its purpose, geez, I hope, you know, in the process of trying to make it really neat, I may have overstated it a little bit, so we'll have to see how that's going to work out. The idea is to hide some of the components of the rides and everything like they do in some of the parks. So, let's see. I'm going to create a blueprint with this real quick. And let's see what we're going to maybe call this. Want to get a nice close-up view of it. There we go. Being a little difficult. And let's see, what are we going to call this? I don't know. Call it a hovel. I still want to put some plants and stuff around it, but whatever. So I'm just going to call it a hovel, because that's all it really is. Small set building, okay. And we'll add a tag to that. We'll just make it a small building here. Let's see, small building. I don't think there's anything else for it. Maybe we could add it. It's not really a scene though, so you know, I hate to say that it's a scene or anything. The whole idea is it's supposed to be hiding something. You don't play it because your computer's way too slow. Oh, okay. And you're watching this on an iPad. Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty slick. So, yeah. Well, slow isn't really the issue there. I think powerful, yeah, is the issue there. So if you don't have the really hot system, I have an i7. I don't know if you've actually seen my page or anything, but I'm running an i7 on this processor, and an NVIDIA 950 GTX. So you know, I try to get in as low as I can. So I have the absolute low end i7 because I'm cheap, and the low end 900 series, which is the 950 GTX. And what else? Let's see. Well, that's about it, I guess, for now. So. And the idea is this. See, I'm trying to hide this little stanchion here. Oh, but I forgot about how the steps might pop out on that. Okay, so I may have to change that. It doesn't want me to put it there because it's too close to that. Yeah, I can put it there. I overdid it. Of course, I overstated. But you know what I can do is I can make some changes. I can make a change. Let's see. Let me place that there, and we'll make a change to the track here. Oh, maybe I can't because I'm already at the edge here. Well, hoisted upon my own petard. So all that, and I can't do anything. Don't know what kind it is, but you have an HP. Okay. Well, mine's an HP. But you know, it has the i7 processor. What in the world is this now? Oh, this is a path. Okay, no, I'm not going to be doing path. Apparently, that's not going to work. Okay, so overdid it here. Overstated it. Well, at least I got something saved out there, but I think we're going to have to delete. And both of the roof sections, too. So I can always place that someplace else. So yeah, while you're here, let me just go ahead and show you the park real quick, and I'll come back and deal with that later. There's not a whole lot to it. I just kind of got it started more or less. But here we have this guy, which is, you know, this is default stuff. And what I did was I created an entryway, which is a castle structure, kind of. And so here we can see this. And so this is the entrance into it. This building here is somebody else created the building, so I just, you know, subscribe to that. And the castle now, I've created this. I think I have to update it yet. There's a couple things I've added to it, so I might need to update it. But basically got a couple of guys out here at the entrance, you know, kind of watching the entrance. Keep an eye on it. We got a guy inside who's trying to keep a watch. And coming into our castle. And so this is kind of the entryway, kind of like they have the main street at Disneyland. That's what this is supposed to be. Build the wackiest coaster ever, yeah. You say I did, or you want me to? So this guy right here, that big blue coaster, yeah. That's one. Let's go for a ride since you're just here. Okay. I think we can go ahead and hit this up. Let's actually get back to the start here, which is all fine and dandy. Let's get with one of these guys here. Oh no. I thought I was going to get one of those guys. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so we'll see it from this guy's point of view. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, the idea behind this was to make it look something like a jet fighter. So, and so I like the little bird plane, whatever it is there. And this is a pretty long ride, too, that I made here. And it took a while. So a lot of this stuff I do offline because it takes so much to build it here online. And I was just trying to build a little something to cover up the fact that some of these poles, you know, come down to the ground. So try to disguise those. Build another one just for fun. Well, I did build with someone else. You see that one over on the far left there? That's a hybrid. I call that the Jabberwocky. Oh, that's interesting. Why are we sitting here at the top? What happened here? Oh, I know. I'm thinking that it's waiting for the other coaster to hit one of the blocks. But that seems odd because I don't remember that being a problem before or an issue before. What's going on? They're stuck up here. And there they go. Okay. Well, I have an idea for another coaster. But like I say, it takes so long to build. Well, of course obviously I built pretty big ones. So build one just for fun? Do you have an idea for one? But yeah, we can build one. Alright. I'm always open. I just want to finish the ride though first, okay? We're just about there. There, right here. Okay. And it gives a pretty good look at the whole park too, so, okay. And they were really happy. That's not nausea. Is that nausea? Oh, okay. So they're pretty good on nausea. Not bad at all. We can see some of the others going through here. This is really all I have to the park. I haven't done much to it at all. Except, you know, I was trying to do some decoration here. So, over here by the Jabberwocky, for example. Putting these guys up. What's going on with this? Is this broke? Oh yeah, looks like we got the technician is coming in. Uh-huh. That's what's going on. So that's why there's no line for it right now, because it's broke. I don't know, these guys just don't seem to be keeping up very well with this. But, okay. So, build a coaster, huh? Alright, well, let's go ahead and build it out here someplace in some clear space, and then I can always blueprint it and move it anyplace else. So, let's see. So, once again, let me just save the game real quick, because I had it failing on me earlier. I had it... You mean so the cars run off the end and everybody dies? Is that what you're talking about? Save the park. Okay, save the park. Because I had some problems starting up today where this thing, it dumped on me 5 times starting this up today. So crashed on me 5 different times. And that was both before and after I rebooted my system. So, okay, so let's go ahead and resume. And we'll pause for just a minute and let's go ahead and go out to coasters. We'll go for a custom coaster. And let's see what we have here. You want to do a really tall one. Oh, this is interesting. A wheel lift, friction wheel lift, cannot invert. Okay. Ooh, I need to build this one. I need to build a dragon for one of these. Okay. I didn't know that one was out there. And we got a train. And we got, oh, they got one called Test Pilot. Okay. Let's see, no, tallest, okay. Make all of it except for the end. Out of the launch tracks. Out of the launch tracks. Oh, I know what you mean. Okay. I wasn't paying attention. All right. So, tallest launch coaster. Make all of it except for the end out of the launch tracks. Wow. I don't think that's going to work very well, but let's give it a try here. Let's see. Any particular design that you like there? You like, you know, flying out to the side or in the cars or hanging from the, like the Batman or something? Do you know, have you been to a lot of coasters? Yeah. So let's see. Hybrid coaster, steel. I guess there's only one kind of launch coaster somewhere. Do they have this, or is that just depending upon the track? Let's see here real quick. Don't crash. Okay. So let's say if I did this, and we get here, and so let's see, cable lift. No, that's not a launch coaster. Okay, so no, let's quit. Done. Go away. No. So the F1 car. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, obviously you can tell I'm not that familiar with this. So let's see. We have wooden wing, typhoon, stand-up spinning, single prototype. So it's all in H, G, G, F. Okay. I don't see it here. Am I just missing it? F1 car. Huh. That's interesting. They've changed a lot of stuff here. I haven't noticed. So, is this it? I don't see, how come I don't see hyper launch on these? I got chain lift, I got standard track, I got drive tires, friction brakes, etc. I know that there's some capability here. Because I've seen it before, I just don't remember where it is. Coasters, track rides, blueprints. Okay, try this again. So we can go with steel coasters. We got hybrids and we got wooden, but it's going to be a steel coaster. Launched. That's what we want. Launched. Okay. And the torque and the sprint. Linear synchronous motor can invert for adults and teens. Hydraulic launch. Cannot invert for adults and teens. So I think we want 2 to the right of the dragon. Okay. Let me go back and see what. Let's see, dragon 2 to the right. Oh, you want the hydraulic. Okay, these two are the ones, but the hydraulic cannot invert for adults and teens only. Okay. Let's put that baby out here somewhere. Okay. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Alrighty. So let's get that going right there, and then we'll start adding in some track. There we go, the hydraulic launch. And this is what you were talking about. Okay? All right. And you want to do the tallest ever. They don't have limits on this anymore. On how tall it can be. But it doesn't look to me like the hydraulic launch lets you change. You can only change the length. You can't change the angle with that. So, best we can do is put a hydraulic launch in and do some track and do some more hydraulic launch, I think. So there's the first hydraulic launch part right there. So we can do something like that, and then we've got to change the track. It doesn't even let me twist the track either on that. So what I can do here is I can go ahead and I can change the type of track. Right there, and now I get some of the other options for this, which would be, let's say, raise the track. I wonder if we can do this. Okay, no limits. Well, yeah, I think I was just reading something recently that Planet Coaster took all the limits off of the height of the coaster. I haven't really tested it out yet, but let's try this. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, now see, it won't let me make it hydraulic. It can only be placed on straight, unbanked, and flat track. So, but let's try. It's gonna be pretty nasty here, buddy. Let's see how far. They may not be able to make it all the way. And one of the ways that, in building a coaster, I found that was kind of an interesting idea is if you, let's see, I want to be down here. Come on, man. Make it so tough sometimes just to be. Okay. Oh, it's because I'm, okay. It's because I'm on the track now, so I can't, it's hard to recenter. It won't let me recenter freelance. It recenters based on the track. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, and what we could do here is we can, oh boy. Well, my idea right now is to take it and just actually loop it and run it back down. Only what I want to do is I want to flip it over and, so invert on the way back down. Maybe we can find let's see. Okay, all I've got. Oh, that's right. This one can't do inverted though. So that's kind of, in theory, cannot do inverted. So what I might be able to do is, let's try. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, maybe I do. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, and so it should be spinning around. Like that. Okay. And now that it's turned this way, I don't think they're going to be able to get this high. Honestly, I don't think they're going to be able to get this high. But, and so let's see, I got to put this piece in so it'll actually be up to that, and then we'll turn the twist off. Okay. Bend it back down when you think they won't make it. Yeah. Well, I think already, I think they won't make it here. I may have to actually make the other track longer because look how high that is. I think what I might do is change it just a little bit. Let me back up here a little bit, okay? So back up. I just want to have one. Okay, so we're heading up, and at an enormous rate. And let's go ahead and twist that just a little bit. I think we'll do it like that. So what have I got? I got a 22 and a half 22.5 degree on that. All right. And what I want to do is I want it so that they're going to be flipped completely over before they come back down, so that they're on the inside of the track, you know. So we'll do that and do that, do that. It's going to take me 4 to get it to the point where they're upside down or turned around, doing it 22.5. So we'll do that, and then we'll take the bend out of it here. This is going to be a weird one. Okay, so now that we've taken the bend out of it, now what we can do is we can take and, let's see, how's this going to work now? Oh no, see, I can't go inverted. I wanted to go over the other way. I can't go inverted. That's the whole thing. Darn it. Okay, that's why the other coaster would be better, because it would allow you to do inverted stuff. But the other thing we can do then is, like you were saying, just go straight up and then bend it back. Okay. So let's go ahead and we'll go up. And let's say 3, and then we'll start to bend it down. Okay. So that's the best we can do with that. And let's. There we go. So now, I don't know if you've ever been on a ride like this before, but where it goes up like that and then it peaks over the top. But there's such a negative G on that when it hits that literally, I've been, there's a ride down here at the local park that we have here in Virginia. It's, what is it, King's Dominion. And they have one ride that actually winds up doing that. It goes up like that, and when it gets to the top, it's just enough. But it's so negative G that if there's any coins in your pockets, if there's anything, you don't want to be standing underneath that. And there's a place down at the bottom, you know, where people will stand, and they can be hit with coins at this park. Not at this one, obviously. So you were thinking maybe something like this, I'm guessing. And then we'll take this and roll it out. I think I'll do one more here. And then let's see if we can keep from dying. No, I don't want to do that. What are we doing? No. What did I do? Don't do that. Oh, that's a snap angle. Where's my angle? Okay, that's 0. That's what I want. Okay. I thought I had changed that somehow or another. And we'll do this. What do you think? What's this? Bend it back down, and they won't have, when you think, oh, your brother did. Okay, it was at Cedar Point. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, we've been to Cedar Point. It's been a while. So, Top Hill Dragster, is that what that is? I don't know if we ever did that one. So the only one I remember is it was Universal Studios. I think it was in Florida, and they had rock and roll. On my cord and pulled my cord apart there, so lost my microphone and my hearing. Let's see. So are we good? Can you hear me okay now? 420 feet and 120 miles an hour? Yeah. Now you're talking. Let's see. Let's make this not quite so at the beginning there, because it's going to force it to stay above the ground unless I choose. Let's see, is it here? Hi, auto tunnel. If I choose auto tunnel, it would actually tunnel into the ground, so that would be kind of cool. Why is this going at an angle? You should not be going at an angle yet. None of you should be going at an angle. Why is this going at an angle? I hit the wrong thing somewhere. Okay. Let's back up 1 or 2. I don't want it to be going at an angle yet. There we go. Okay. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. All right. So, 420 feet high. I have no idea what the height is on this. I think there's something that allows us to see that information, but I haven't really. There it is, height markers. Okay, no height markers. Terrain relative right here. So 308 foot, 93 mile an hour coaster there, and oh, really? They let you on it even though you're only 10. Well, that's great. Okay, so let's see what we got here so far on this. We're only 285 feet, so that's not too big. So, but again, we got a short run to get up to that. So, and one thing I was going to mention is that, you know, if you run this while you're doing that and put it on test, which you can't do until you put the. Let's see, can we do that? Test results, heat maps. Okay. Yeah. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. Back up. Back up. Back up. So start test. So you can actually run the test and watch them die. But the point is, you get an idea of, you know, how the ride's going. So are they going to make it? So here they go. And it's not enough to get them over. Okay. So we've got to either get now. Actually, I think there's stop the test. Okay. There's some other settings for that. But I don't think we have those available to us until we complete it. Banking offset, optional catwalk. Yeah, that's neat. Okay. You were tall enough. That's good. Okay. Backseat boys? I don't know. What does that mean, backseat boys? Okay. They were pretty excited by that, though. So I'm going to have to back this off a little bit, and we'll try and get some more here. Try and get some more track. So what is this? Okay, so let's do a couple more. Okay, so we're going to try and get some speed out of this baby. And there we'll do this, and then we'll try and take it straight up like that. Okay, and we'll roll that over. So we see 220 feet, and is that 308 feet? And I mean, let's just see how high we can go. Okay, I mean, just for the sake of seeing it. All right. Oh, they do have a limit now. Okay, so won't let me go over 768 feet. So back seats, back street. Okay. Backstreet Boys. I got it. So it looks like we have a top here of 768. Wow. That is really, really high. And then we can, yeah. But I don't think they're going to be able to get up there. And the thing is, see, it doesn't really let me change my focus to go down and see what these guys are doing down here. So, but we can do this and see where we go. So let's go ahead and start a test on this and see how far up. I don't know if you've ever been to Universal. I think it was Universal Studios in woo! Okay, so obviously didn't get high enough on that. And that's actually how the Superman at Six Flags in California is. So you go up and then you come back down. So, all right. Well, we don't need to do that again. So, but maybe I can see how far up it goes, even though it's not letting me see this information. Maybe if I, now see, it's just, it constantly wants me to look at what is at the track, which is kind of annoying, so I can't really see how far up they're going. But I know they're not going that far, so let's go ahead and remove the track, remove some of the track. So let's remove it until they fly off the end. Went to Iron Dragon. Iron Dragon was closed. That was at Cedar Point, right? Yeah. Well, have you been on? Is that the only place you've gone? Is Cedar Point? Have you been to some of the other places out there? Some of the other. I guess we're not testing anymore, are we? No, we're testing. So I don't see anybody flying off to their death. Been to Disneyland in California, Disney World in Florida. Yeah, I lived in Florida for many years and went to Disney World every year, almost every year. So why are you not testing? What's going on? Okay, so stop test and start test. So I guess they got caught there while I was removing some of the track. So, oh yeah, Disney World I think is really great. And Disneyland, when I was very young, you know, we used to spend a lot of time at Disneyland because we lived out in California when I was very young. So we go to Disneyland a lot, quite often. One of my nieces right now, she goes to Disneyland just about every year, at least once. Well, they don't get very high on that. That's not getting much speed out of that baby at all. For all that track, with all that hydraulic, there's not a whole lot going on there. You know what? Let me try something else here, okay? So instead of the hydraulic, because the hydraulic just doesn't seem to be doing it. Let's just delete the hydraulic. Let's get back into here. And let's do that other one. In a good old 10 years of your life. Well, you know, that's quite a lot. If you ever get out to Virginia, there's the King's Dominion, which has some really nice rides in it. There's the Busch Gardens out here. They have one called the Alpengeist. It's the only roller coaster I've ever been on that when I got off of, I felt a little dizzy. So, the only time. And I've been on a lot of roller coasters, so. Of course, I don't know. It's been a while since I've been on a roller coaster now. It's been a couple years. What, about 3, 4, maybe even 5 years. Let's try this one. This is a launched. Oh. Standard track, basic track. What's the difference? Basic standard track, basic standard track. I don't know. Linear synchronous motor. See, I think these will get some more out of this. Dual direction linear sync. What does that mean with brake linear? Stops the train, launches it backwards. Then when the train passes back over it, boosts it in a forward direction. That's really an interesting concept. We'll have to look into that in more detail. So, but let's go ahead and get this guy, try and get this guy started here. So let's do some track. So, boom, 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 boom. Now, linear acceleration ought to be a lot better than the hydraulic. I expect that it's going to continue to increase, but we'll see here in just a minute. What is the difference between this and this? Huh. I don't know the answer to that. So, Cedar Fair for the win. Cedar Fair is like King's Dominion and Cedar Point, but not Six Flags. Oh, I don't know where that is. We didn't do that when we were up there. Is it close to Cedar Point? I imagine, you know, it's got the same name more or less, but all right. Maybe if I just don't make it straight up right away. We'll do that, and then we'll do that, and then we'll do that. Okay, and then something like that. Let's see if that's going to work. Let's see if they can breach that in a test run. And if they can, I might build a little higher. So let's see. Come on, run it. Cedar Fair is a coaster brand. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. So They still don't look like they're going that fast. Oh, that just barely makes that. And they all die! Watch, they're going to explode in just a minute here. Come on, explode. I see. So Cedar Point is a Cedar Fair park. Okay, all right. Parent company. All right. That's cool. Oh, here comes another one. They couldn't wait to die. So I'm wondering here then, let's see. So we could do that again then, right? So and King's Dominion. Oh, okay. So King's Dominion is also a Cedar Fair park, I guess is what you're saying. Now that I did not know. See, and here they come, and now they're going to accelerate. Accelerate. All right, yeah. Whee! And there they go. They're going to die. Oh, man. Okay, let's try. Let me try this now back with. Oh, so what's the difference between a standard track, I don't know, and this kind of track? Let's do that for one, and then we'll do that for another, and then we'll do that for another. Okay, and then are they going to get it? Not quite. Not quite. So yeah, so we got to come down on this. Down a little bit more, please. Okay. That's as far down as you can go. Okay. So there and there. Okay. Oh, what we got here? Yeah, hi, talking Tohi. Yeah, killing crash test dummies. So, oh, so that was you talking. I didn't even pay attention. That was you talking about Cedar Fair as a parent company of several amusement parks. Okay. So, that's great. All right. Oh, they didn't. I don't think they made it over that one. No, they're not getting enough. Not getting enough of a boost there. So let me back that off a little bit. And there they go. Oh, really? Oh. Well, this is. I think this is what you were talking about here, Caden. Let's see. No worries. Actually, trying to answer, but. Yeah. Oh, this is something I think you were talking about a little earlier, though, Caden. I think we can do that with this, because we can change. Look, we can do this. So let's see if this will actually. Let's see if this will actually shoot straight up. That would be so cool. Let's see. Oh, I got to put it there first, don't I? Okay. So. Yeah, I think this one, instead of the hydraulic, this is the linear accelerator, which is like magnetic. It's kind of like the. Oh, yeah. That looks like that might do that. Okay, let me put a couple more in there. Let's see what's going on with this. It's like the Wedway People Mover at Disney World, not the one at Disneyland. Okay, a little too steep for them to be able to do that, but it's trying. Okay, so let's not make it so steep. Let's see if it can run them up this. Yeah, that'll keep them going right up that one. They tried to stop at the top, but okay. What height are we at now? Let's see. Okay, now I didn't check it on sea level. I did it from relative, so you know, we're like, what, 518 feet relative, but if we do it sea level, we're 520 feet. So I guess, you know, we're pretty close to sea level here. Are they coming? Here they come. Here they come. It's not really a thruster thing though, you know, so it's just basically, it's just barely getting them up. But it's pretty neat. It continues to run them all the way up the track. So kind of like, in some ways, like a chain. And they're gonna die. Yeah, so I'm kind of disappointed though, because I would have thought, you know, that each one would make it go faster, and the next one would make it go faster, and the one after that would make it go faster. So I don't know what's going on here, but let me just do this real quick. Hit autocomplete. And so this is what it's decided that it's going to do for an autocomplete. They're all going to die. Let's get on this for the ride of the century. So it's not really going all that fast. Oh man, what happened? I thought we had an autocomplete. Did I? Oh, you know what? I probably didn't hit the end on that. Okay, let me go back into. Oh, that was hilarious. Okay. Wow. Okay, yeah, see, I did the autocomplete, but I forgot to hit the payment. Okay. Pay for it. Now it's done. Okay. What's that? Trying to go to the moon? Well, actually, what I was trying to do is I was trying to get it to accelerate just as fast as I could get it to accelerate. But it doesn't seem to have... Look, see? See? And they can't get up over that top piece now. So what I needed to do before I did the autocomplete is... which is really interesting. Let's step that back one and we'll do this. Okay, and put that in, and now we can do the autocomplete. And they'll at least get over the top now. Interesting how this tries to calculate that. So, and now we're gonna have to start the test over again because we got somebody caught on the tracks there. So. So we're going to start that and get on it. There we go. Okay. So, but it really isn't going all that fast. Although it's a pretty good clip going up this hill, I have to admit. But it's just not accelerating. It's just going the same speed. 17 miles an hour. You can see that. 16 miles an hour as we get to the top. Oh, what happened? Oh, too many symbols. Okay. Too many symbols, Caden. So I got it set so that won't. Oh my goodness. 108, 109 miles an hour, 114, and everybody snapped their neck coming around that last corner. Look at that. No excitement. Absolutely no excitement. That's amazing. Extreme terror and nausea. Yep. We're killing them. All right, well, that's fun. I didn't really kind of get around to what I was going to do today, but that's all right. I got lots of time to do all that stuff. So, stop test. All right. So, let's see. Let's undo that. Are you getting sleepy? Or just sad? Yeah, it only drops you out for about 60 seconds there. I think too, no excitement because they're dead. Yeah, I think that's probably true. So, well, here, let's just go ahead and get rid of that, and we'll try this a little bit differently here. I have a hard time building short rides, but let me try a couple here, okay? So we're gonna do that. We'll do 1, 2, 3. Okay, and let's throw in some stuff here. What we got? We got some kind of a big roll here. Okay. So we're gonna have to get some altitude to do that. Let's see. We can do that one, or we can do that one. So let's go ahead and do this one because we got more room that way, and we can make this really big. Let's see if they can actually get past that. I don't think they're going to get over that, but let's give her a shot and see. So start the test and see how far they get. So it's just sad. Okay, all right. That's so sad. They died. So let's see what kind of, we're getting 40, 50, 60. So we are getting there. And then, oh, I forgot to. Got to pay for it. Got to pay for it, otherwise it don't work. Okay. So they get up to 60 before the. So you can ride the hybrid after you're done building. Sure. Yeah. Well, we can do it now. I just we don't need to finish building this. This is just an experiment here. Let's just go ahead and do this, and I'll come back and this is. But you can see why I choose to build these offline, because it can be quite involved just trying to figure out what it is you're trying to do. So yeah, let's go ahead and ride the hybrid then. This one was actually this was somebody else at one of my other followers, and he wants to be, when he goes through college, I think he's in high school now. When he goes through college, he wants to be a roller coaster designer. So, and he has a problem with his machine too. It's not very powerful. So all he was seeing was like black outlines, So he wanted to put one together. So I went ahead and mostly his design. So this part right here, is what he said this would be pretty neat. Raise the platform up and do that, and that's your entryway. And then this is a chain roller coaster, so we're pulling us up there. Yes, salute the Nightbot. Oh hell, Nightbot! I know. I gotta tone down Nightbot's messages a little bit there too, Caden. So, all right. So here we are up at the top. And there we go. Wee! Hands up! Yeah, wee! Yeah, I don't know if you've ever ridden a roller coaster like that. I have. So. Looks like you're gonna die. That was a 0G loop, by the way. So yeah. And this is just high enough to relieve some of the nausea and the fear. Yeah. Yep, and there it is. All right. And so that's the ride. Okay, well, Caden, thanks so much for stopping in. I really appreciate you following too. But it's about time for me to quit. It's 8 o'clock. So I'm going to put this away for now and come back some other time. I normally stream on Tuesdays and Thursday nights. Just a reminder to everybody, I stream from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Fridays 1 to 5. Today I spent a little extra time out here today. Nice coaster. Thanks, Talking Tohi. This is mostly it was Captain XXXX's idea, but I finished the return route there, so which is pretty much just a copy of his. I just added a couple of dips in there to add some more excitement. And then he also had to tell me how to put in blocks so that I can have more than one coaster and stuff. So I didn't know that. So pretty sharp guy. So Yeah, and you know, if you join me on Twitter, I always tweet out what I'm going to be playing and when I'm going to be playing, typically an hour before. And also, my YouTube channel has some stuff out there if you're interested in going out and see some videos. Torture Chamber Ride. There you go. There you go. Well, I was thinking of one ride that I wanted to do was like an old mine, like a broken down gold mine type, or you know, whatever kind of mine ride, where they go down to the ground and ride into the ground like that. So that'd be nice. And this also has the capability of doing water rides too, which I haven't even started to experiment with yet. So that'll be something coming up. But yep, subscribe to the channel through, and you can subscribe if you want to as well through Game List, but you don't have to. Just following is the best thing for me. I appreciate the follow, and that kind of helps me to encourages me to keep going. And of course, tips and donations are always great too, but we'll see how that comes out later on. And so I'm doing, right now I'm doing Farm Simulator 17, Planet Coaster, and I just got Don't Starve, so I was kind of playing that a little bit, and I've been playing Civilization 5. And I've got some others that I can play too. So, matter of fact, I think if you go out to my YouTube, you'll see that I have an episode of Pirates, that's Sid Meier's Pirates. So, you know, if you've ever been interested in seeing what that game was about, there it is. All right, well, thanks again. Appreciate it. I'll take Torture Chamber into account there, Caden. And you take care. I guess I'll see y'all on the flip side. So. And good night.